now. I was closing this.
Oh, you
Yeah.
don't want anybody to see the
No, my
closet.
mess. No, because
You're not
I
messy.
am not messy. Exactly.
You're not messy. If you're
Your channel
messy, I'm
is.
messy. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
we're just chitty chatting.
I just got the notification too.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a
Yeah.
great intro. I don't even know where I'm at. Stop chewing on the cord, bro.
Who's chilling on the car?
Loki. Loki. He's just on something tonight. He's freaking being a weirdo. Stop being a crap.
Why did I have to connect? Hold on.
Oh no.
Why is this not
Bro.
working? Oh, I might not be able to see the comments tonight.
Um,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
even have comments. There's no one in here, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't even know if I'll be able to. If there are people.
Well, I can't do any. It says live viewer comments show up on. I can't see them anyway
Yeah.
because
Okay.
I'm. It's fine. It doesn't matter. We'll get to them later.
When we get to them.
Oh no,
So.
I can see the comments because we just got. Okay, so it shows up under this other crap.
Oh, okay. I can see now. I can see
Okay.
them. I can't just type into them, but that's fine. I don't need to type.
Yeah, I
I have
can't.
voice.
I can't type either actually, so I couldn't
But
respond if
hey,
I
Mary
wanted to.
Dane. Mary, I love your
Hey.
name. I love your name. But that reminds me.
Yes. Okay, we have 7 people here apparently. We
Wow.
I we were just chitty chatting, or we were getting ready to chit chat, and someone was like, "No, no, hit record," and then proceeded to have to walk me through how to do it.
You didn't have to tell them that hard.
Hey, what do I always say? Transparency.
And that's how
If
my
you,
phone felt about that.
yeah, your phone's not liking me tonight.
No,
Is
it's
it
because of the
charged?
fucking angle. No, it's on the charger. And that's
Okay.
another reason why it's just not being nice to me.
Well,
Oh,
I'm
I'm
the one that
sorry.
keeps. I have to keep looking at its skeletons, but there we go.
I'm like so far off though. Like,
Well, I feel like I'm like right in its face, which makes me highly uncomfortable. Oh my
we
God.
should have done
All
this
right.
before.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think we're fine as long as I don't fucking move the damn table. Which I can't promise with myself. I can
okay,
be
we found
very
your point.
aggressive. What?
Be aggressive. Be aggressive.
Okay, so going back to reincarnation.
Oh, yeah. Well, okay. So you know how we talk about reincarnation, and then we talk about um like past lives and other stuff like that, like those kinds of things that circle around each other.
Yeah.
Well, if you have, okay, obviously there's not a 100% definitive proof of like the past life theory or the reincarnation or whatever you want to call it. But there have been like plenty of people that have been witness or like have testimonies of A, B, or C. Well, like if you have one, can you have the others?
What do you mean? If you have one,
Oh,
can you have the others?
like if I mean, depending on
Am I
your
frozen?
viewpoint, no, I don't, not on my end. Are you frozen on your end?
You are breaking up very bad on my end. I don't know if that's for anybody else.
I see.
Bless
I'm
you.
not having any issues.
Oh, okay. We're connected. Okay. Say
Okay.
that all.
That's because I cut the TV off.
So
Okay.
yeah. So what was? So if you what?
So, so the different versions of like
Like,
coming,
if you can have a
like
one past life memory, can you have them all?
well, no, like if you have a certain belief, like say one was absolutely right, right? Like there was absolute proof, like no question, not just theories, not just
Memories,
whatever. Yeah, like absolute proof
solid
that
evidence.
yeah, like somehow. But you have all these different religious factions that have different viewpoints on the same topic by a different name or in the realm of the same area. Like, so how would you, because that would kind of turn everything on its butt in the realm of like normalized religion or whatever it's called. I'm high as a kite, so me and words aren't working tonight.
I'm trying my damnedest. I don't know. Okay. So if you're saying basically if they can prove that reincarnation is factual, is what's going to happen, is what happens, beyond everything else involved in that, but just the fact that yes, when one dies, one can reincarnate. Period. Point blank. That would shake like religion.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're trying to get at? Because
Yeah.
religion has their, um
The heavens and
their
hells and the
heaven,
afters.
their I don't know where the Nordic place is.
Valhalla?
I feel like there's Valhalla or hell, right?
Um,
Not Christian hell.
not Christian hell, but a different version of it's more like purgatory, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
You're
Okay.
like limbo, the
Yeah.
limbo
Yeah. Yeah.
area.
Yeah. See, now there's all that. So you're saying though, if that was proven, that would shake all of that.
Yeah, wouldn't it? I mean,
Well, now here's
think.
the thing. Can you stop?
Oh, stop
Okay.
moving.
Here's the thing now. I'm just gonna go grab my damn tripod. Make this a
Mm.
fucking not as damn
What?
complicated as it needs to be. Is that where you're going?
No, I'm going outside to smoke.
Oh, oh my fucking legs. So
Do we need? Oh.
now here's the thing, right? Who's to say? Okay, because okay, so I mean, I don't know. This is where I'm gonna bring my high ass into this and go beyond where it's like, okay, so you know how we can reincarnate on Earth? I'm sorry,
Okay.
I'm doing something. Hold on. Go ahead. What?
Were you asking a question or was that rhetorical?
I don't even remember what I said, but I think it was a question. It was a legit
Can
question.
can we reincarnate on Earth? You said it in a question form, though.
Oh, so like, oh no, maybe it was rhetorical. So okay, so like how you know we can reincarnate on hell on Earth?
We're so
Who's to
together.
say reincarnation is the same? Like, just okay, you can reincarnate on Earth, and just as easy it is to do that, some people reincarnate into heaven, or into purgatory, or into hell, or into the Summerlands, into paradise. Some people will reincarnate, go into different worlds. You know what I mean? Because I believe there is a plethora of worlds and planes of existence that are there. I believe there are souls beyond the Milky Way, So what?
No, I'm just like, sometimes I forget the vastness of everything around us because we're stuck on this little rock. And it
Right.
gets kind of like, oh,
Yeah. We forget
what if
what's
what if we just float away? I know there's gravity and stuff.
the orbit, like, babe.
No, I'm just okay. You know those vivid dreams I have sometimes. I had one right after me and Alan met. Like it was the first time like I ever woke up screaming, like literally screaming and clawing for my life. Is I had a dream that if anybody's ever seen Spaceballs, you know where they stuck the vacuum on the planet, sucked all just sucked all the oxygen out. Anyway, that's basically in my head what was going on because we were being deprived of oxygen, and then the lights were going cutting off, and then like Adrian ran out because it's Adrian, and he ran and climbed a tree, and I had to go up the tree and get him, and then we were like floating in the wind. It was so horrible. I was scared to death.
Why is your son climbing a tree? Is he
Because
a
he's an
fucking monkey?
idiot.
What are we doing?
He was it's Adrian.
It's like
He's
calling the fire
touched.
department. My cat is on the tree. My son is up on the tree. Like, I can't.
I
What?
I had to go after him because my at that time there was what was that?
What?
There was a crash. Oh, somebody just fucked up something.
Okay.
Um, it's fine. Anyway, Yeah, because it's Adrian, and he is the king of.
Hold
But I
on,
don't fucking
I am not
listen.
going in your dream world.
My dreams are so crazy.
Mm. You know what's funny? Me and Sam had a dream at the same night in this. I think it was the same night, but it was in the same place, right? So, in the dream, it was same time, right? So I had a dream that I was in this giant supermarket, right? And I was buying canoes, right? I don't know,
Okay.
but I'm buying my canoes, right? And the line is taking forever. There is some weird ass chaos going on in the fucking aisles. I'm hearing screaming, monster noises. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. But I'm over here, and all I'm thinking is, yo, can this line move any slower? I get up to the register, and I'm like, finally, like, come on, like, the fuck's going on? And I hear all this noise going on in the store, and I look, and I'm like, I'm just trying to buy my canoes and get out of here. What is going on over there? And she's like, I have no idea. And she gave me my, and then I left. Sam tells me she had a dream. She was in a giant supermarket, and she was being chased by Bill Skarsgård, who turned into a monster, and there was a bunch of chaos going on. She was screaming. Everybody was shopping like nothing was going on. And I explained the supermarket, and she's like, that's the exact supermarket I was in. I was like, bitch, I even said to the cash register, what's going on over there? Tell them to shut up because I just want to get my canoes and get out. She's like, you didn't save me. The fuck?
You didn't do your job, that's all I could say.
I didn't do my job. My job was to get canoes and to go outside and go canoeing. What am I doing with
Don't.
if Bill Skarsgård is turning into a monster trying to eat her face, the fuck am I gonna do with my canoe?
Whack him with a paddle. Duh.
I'm gonna
I
go.
mean, am I
I
wrong?
waited in that motherfucking line for how long?
You are so selfish. Oh my God, here we go right back to you're selfish. Oh,
I
you're a
I
Leo.
I am
Oh, you're a Leo.
that I am.
Ah, no, I mean, I'm pretty selfish, but damn, I'm gonna turn around and save a bitch. Shit.
You know, she's actually saved me. We've been in each other's dreams many times. There was one dream we had where my driveway, because we used to live together, so and sleep in the same bed. So of course, our minds being so close to each other and us being as close as we were, no wonder. But there was a dream where the driveway was flooded. I fell into the motherfucking water. I get flowed like I'm flowing down, and when I get to the end of the driveway, Sam fucking picks me up out of it.
Somebody's always saving you.
She saves me, yo. Like, and I can't return the favor. Like, the fuck? Why she friends with me? Like, I don't get it.
That's between you and her. I don't know. It's just fucking weird how the brain works. And like how we don't even use most of it. Good night. Love you. We
Good
don't
night.
even
Love
use most
you.
of it. Kevin says good night. Love you. He says good night. No, love you. Um, but like we only use like a percent, like a tiny percent of our brain at one time. Like we use different parts of the brain, but we use them all separately at different times. And if we could just fucking tap, and I think we were talking about this the other
Be
morning.
where I
If we
was
could
gonna say this
just
goes right back to our conversation before, where it's like, and you know what that, and again, that's where to me, I believe there's a world out there where people can do that. The fuck?
like the
Like
two
what?
slits behind me, like the window
Yeah,
rolling,
what you
or
talking
like
about?
a thing.
Oh my god, I was about to. Every time I see that name, yo, I can't help but to thank my girl, and
Yeah. Yeah, it does bring back memories.
it does. It does. Don't ever change your name. Please don't.
Well, yeah, harnessing the power of the mind would be
Okay.
amazing if we could like fucking figure that out.
Right.
Because
You
natural
said no.
born,
I see eyes. Cat eyes. Oh, bitch. I'm gonna need you to. Yeah. Thank you for being
it,
specific.
I,
I
well,
don't even see a cat back there.
there's not a cat back there. I'm not worried. I didn't get the prickly feeling, so
Yeah. So anyway, um, Yeah, I want. Yeah, again, I think there would be a world. There is a world out there somewhere where people can do that. But yeah, again, this world. You know what it is? Our foods, the
Well,
air
hopefully,
we breathe, everything
yeah.
involved. Yeah, and that can go on a whole other video, which we've been talking
Oh,
about bringing that kind of back.
yeah. Because,
Yeah.
like, I was talking to Dylan, 'cause I don't know what he was talking about. I can't fucking remember because we jumped from subject to subject at work. But he brought up, or one of us brought up the giants, like the Nephilim and, all the biblical evidence up into like the 17 or early 1800s that giants exist. Like they were among us as a race,
Hmm.
you know? And then there's certain artifacts that have been found and crypts and graves and like they were all over the world, like what happened. And a lot of the theory is oxygen, the oxygen level changed. We don't require as much oxygen as someone 12
That fucking
foot.
like yeah.
Yeah, along with the trees. That's why the trees used to be better. When they find, what is it called when a tree dries up? You want to say prostituted, it's not prostituted.
Yes.
Oh my God. Um, Petrified. Fuck.
Oh, okay. Petrified.
Petrified. Petrified wood fossils of trees that are like 8 feet wide.
Yeah.
Like they don't grow like that anymore due to the lower density in oxygen. Where are we going with that?
I don't know. You brought up the giants, and
Well,
I don't know,
yeah.
but I
Nietzsche.
definitely prostituted wood. That's a whole. That's a whole. That's a right. Right.
It's a freaking book I'm reading, listening to.
God, your English.
I'm telling you, this. I'm
You need to
feeling.
meditate.
I'm
Um,
feeling.
this would be a perfect night to astral project.
Uh, well, seeing that I'm not even here, you're right.
Okay, going back to the reincarnation and stuff though. Now, let's let's have the talk nobody has, right? And let's really like just pick each other's brains here, right? Because I have a lot of opinions when it comes to the afterlife and
Yes.
and like reincarnation and stuff like that. So, what like what do you like? How do you feel about it? Like, do you have any like?
Mm.
Do you have any idea or like yeah have
Well,
any
like what
idea
I
on
believe.
what happens to us after?
Um, no, I have theory.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, all we have is theories.
Um, okay, so you know how. y- Okay, Ron. Let me look at it in a minute. Um, you know how we have okay, you remember that TikTok I sent you about the lady and looking at her grandmother and basically she recreated the photo and she was like, I wonder because she never met her, but she gets told that she has like mannerisms or whatever. That kind of lineage, I feel like does reincarnate in people, like past relatives or friends of relatives that have passed on. Like when a new baby's born, they take on some attributes that they would have known nothing about.
Right,
And then if you look at the kids, like the little bitty babies that like remember these whole things, and when they research names, it comes up and it's like that, it's that.
yeah,
I want to believe that that's a thing, that we all kind of get recycled and remolded and like we get our second chance just in a different form or whatever, or third chance or fifth chance or however many you believe in, you
right.
know. I would love to believe in that. I just wish there was a certainty, you know?
Well, see, what to you are you uncertain about?
Like that's a thing. Like
Reincarnation?
yeah, like is it that or do I go to an ancestral place that I'm unaware of? Or do I
Okay, so
go
I have my theory on all that, right?
yeah.
Because after death, it's so complex, and I do want to put this out there for everybody listening, including us. the human mind will never be able to fathom what truly happens after death. Nobody will ever know as long as they have a human brain. It is up until you do not have a human brain, you you yeah, you have full access after the fact. But that being said, my theories are depending on how you lived your life, right? Because when you live your life, it's all we all to me, because a lot of witches have a very controversial topic, and it's called karma, right?
Mm,
A lot of people have all their own opinions on it, including myself. For me, I do not believe in karma the way most people do. I do not believe karma is gonna get you for being mean to someone, or karma is gonna get you because you didn't do something nice. You know what I mean? Like, I don't believe that. Or I don't believe just because you held the door open for somebody, you're gonna get a blessing later, and that's karma. Like, no. Personally, I think karma is bigger than that, is grander than that. Karma to me is the karmic lessons you as an individual soul undergo in each lifetime. And it's whether or not you learn those lessons, and I mean truly learn from those lessons, that you get to. And when you do that, learning these lessons helps your spirit to evolve. So you get
mhm,
to a higher state. Now for me, a lot of people can go into believing that the highest form a soul can evolve to is a god, and I would most likely, I think, agree to that statement. However, I don't think for the human soul that's most of our goals or achievements, or maybe it is and I'm just undershooting, I don't know. But for me, I feel like once learned all your lessons, for the most part, right, I feel like you get a point where you are able to choose whether or not you can reincarnate. It, like, okay, if you haven't learned all your soul, all your karmic lessons, you definitely are coming back to this planet because you are not completed with this planet. Now, with that being said, when I say you learn all your lessons, I just mean that on this plane, on this planet. Because again, as there are many planes of existences and planets and worlds and such like that, they have their own karmic lessons that souls undergo for learning, and for evolving. And wherever that evolution gets you is where it gets you. For me, I feel like as maybe I'm just greedy, I don't know. But as a witch specifically, I feel like my spirit would just be able to. I feel like the highest form for my true self would be um to be a spirit, to be like an ancestor. You know what I mean?
mhm,
But that doesn't mean I'm only an ancestor. When you're on the other side, again, if you once completed, right? You are able to choose whether or not you want to go and to reincarnate and go. If you want to be in the ancestor realm for tens of thousands of years and then randomly one day reincarnate on Earth for a lifetime, you can do that because you have learned and completed all your lessons here on Earth. It's not until you do that you have full access going back and forth. If you do not do that, you're going to, when you're undergoing those lessons, you are going to keep coming to this planet, which is why a lot of people will see people who are not very evolved in this lifetime, who can be very immature and neurotic and have a lot more names we can call them. And we can just tell certain people are definitely coming back. I like to use the charmed term being recycled. You're gonna get
mhm.
recycled. I can sniff that a mile away, bitch. You gonna get recycled. However, however, and that's what we look to achieve coming into this lifetime is to complete, you know, the lessons this place has to offer. So when passing, for me, I believe that like when you pass, the first thing for me, I feel like I'm gonna see would be Santísima Muerte personally, because she is my reaper. She is my heart, my holy angel of death. So I feel like she's gonna see me, right? She might try to scare me a little because she like that. You know what I mean? She might go like, "Ooh, got you," jump scare. I don't know. Then she's gonna walk me somewhere through something, where it takes me into the next life, being a spirit, because I feel like everybody becomes a spirit for a while. You know what I mean?
I hope so. I have a
And
list.
that's where you would go to meet your gods, your guides, your angels, your spirits, your familiars, everything, your ancestors, everything. You go, there would be a big feast, kind of like in the Viking era. Okay, you got that big ass long table, everybody drinking out of horns, everybody's saying, ah, yeah. And yeah, so you have a big party. And then after that, they basically tell you what happens from here on out, whether or not like you get zapped back because you did not do well, or you get to, or congratulations, you have done what you needed to do. You know what I mean? And you can either chill here, be a spirit as long as you please, and reincarnate whenever, or you can check out the other worlds we have. It's like a timeshare, okay? um, and that's that. Or again, some people is just like, okay, yeah, you don't get to choose. You could be a spirit, but best believe you gonna get zapped right back very shortly. Your time's up. Your time's running. Go be a spirit. Hurry up, because your time's up. The hourglass is hourglassing.
I hate that theory, and I wonder where you got all your theories from. Like, only because it's very unfair to keep sending me back to the equivalent of hell on earth to keep learning a fucking. Just tell me what the fuck to do. Just lay it out for me.
Well, okay, then you're not really. Then you're really gonna hate this next
I
theory.
don't actually hate the
No, I
theory.
know,
It's
but
so complicated.
you're gonna hate this though, because I also believe before going into this lifetime, you basically kind of like a contract.
You know how I feel
You
about
have,
those.
huh?
So you know how I feel about those.
You basically get the main rundown of how this life is going to go. Not every detail, but the main, like a summary. You know what I mean? And you sign whether you're gonna do it or not. Whether you actually sign or something, I don't know. I'm just speaking metaphorically here, but it's basically like a contract. You get the rundown, and you either say I'm going or I'm not going. And everyone who's here said I'm going.
You know, that whole terms and conditions, you just click to agree to get out of it. Like, I'm not reading. I didn't read that.
Yeah, but
Nobody,
you
that's
ain't got
unfair.
lawyers. You ain't got lawyers here.
All I'm saying is
You
it's
clicked
highly,
okay. Transaction accepted.
uh-uh,
Amount
no.
approved.
Oh, can we cancel and start over?
No, no,
I didn't,
sorry. And we do no refunds either, ma'am.
I didn't
So
put my chip card in right. Like, let me do it again.
no, it accepted. I said transaction approved.
I think it said
No, no, no.
transaction
Don't
denied.
worry. Don't worry. We got your money. Don't worry. We got your
Oh,
money. You
okay.
can have your item. Get out of my store. We're closing, actually. We're
Okay, let me
closing.
ask you this. All right,
Huh.
we're close. So, karmic lessons, reincarnation. Okay, because I feel like
Who do you think the
uh,
first person you're going to see?
the devil.
That's who you're going to see.
Oh, probably. I don't believe in him in that respect, but
No, I'm kidding.
hmm,
You
I
going to
mean,
see because
you
you're
know
going
what?
to hell.
Rowan's like insufficient funds. Hell yeah. Um, I just feel like you learn so many lessons in life. Like you don't it's not one lesson that sit down. It's maybe one repeated action, one repeated person that you shouldn't link up with, one repeated good deed or bad deed you shouldn't have done. Like it's a lifetime of those things. So like how can you possibly figure them all? It's daunting to think about
Well,
like
you
how
have
many
many
things.
lifetimes, babe. You have many
Well,
lifetimes. No
I
one
get
does it
it.
in one lifetime.
This is what I'm saying. This is my point, my bitch and complain. Because, like, give me a fucking list. Like,
Unless this
download.
ain't a shopping spree.
It should be, shouldn't it? Like, if my heavenly fucking soul or wicked fucking soul, whatever soul that it's there,
Yeah, we
like,
know
it's
it ain't
just.
heavenly. I don't know who the fuck you was kidding.
Don't put my business out there like that. Um,
I didn't have to, babe.
I just think, honestly, it's rude and it's unacceptable behavior on whomever decided that that should be a thing. Which
Ain't that like just the way of the cosmos, though? Like the balance of the universe, and if if the scales tip and are unbalanced, and the scales are thrown, I don't know, I'm being dramatic.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I lost my earpiece. Oh, it's on my shoulder. These stupid things don't stay in my ear. And this one is
I
right and
don't
truly
like
fucked,
those.
sir.
They have
I
those
l-
fucking rubber thingies. I don't like those.
I love them. I can't live without them. Except for this one doesn't work and it makes a weird squeak noise because it got drowned.
But yes, bro, when I see a comment, but that's not happening right now. But I
Well,
do have the cards out.
did you ever do the other thing?
Not yet.
Oh,
That reading?
oh, yeah.
Not yet. We
Okay.
having good conversations.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's true. That's true. Although I'm just over here questioning my life because I'm halfway over it, which is another. Oh my
Is
God.
that? Can I ask you something? So like
Yes.
personal.
Wait.
Is that?
On
No.
live?
Yeah. Okay. Maybe not. Maybe not.
Oh. Can you text it to me and then I can decide?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I have to. I think escape for a little bit. Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, just pop back in. No, this whole fucking like death thing has been like
Wait. I
I.
think you're. Hold on. Just read the damn question because I think you're about to talk about it.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Because
So
I mean
should
that.
I ask it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Does it scare you?
Death itself
Yeah.
or the unknown.
Well, that I could answer for you because that's the human. That's the human's most big, like most fear. Their worst
No,
fear. Humans' worst fear
I
is the
don't.
unknown. But
Yeah,
death.
yeah.
Does death scare
Um,
you?
yes and no.
Mm.
Okay, I say yes because not for the typical reason. I don't want to be forgotten. It's not that I want to, like, I would love to live forever. Like, that is my goal
No.
in
Then
life is
don't
to
watch
live
Coco.
forever.
I'll tell you that right now.
I'm
Don't
not
watch
watching
Coco.
that.
That's a
Not watching
good
that.
movie. For it being a recent Disney movie, that's a good movie. You would love
You don't
it.
have,
Oh my god,
no,
Coco.
no.
It's got the ofrendas.
I- it's a Disney.
So continue. Continue. Continue.
I'm not scared in the traditional sense of the act of dying or how I'm going to die. I'm scared because I don't want to be forgotten,
Yeah,
even though I've done nothing to stand out.
yeah.
So it's an irrational fear. Like, of course, over the years, I'm going to get forgotten about. That everybody does eventually to some point. But the act of dying, no, that doesn't really scare me. It's not my goal, but it doesn't scare me because I know
I
I
know
won't
it's
have any
not your
control
goal. I
unless
know
I
it's
have
not your
control.
goal, but like I don't have the tears of gold, babe. Like so accept the fate. A vampire's not coming out of the woods, and I don't have the tears of gold. So you have
I
your
need to
ways
show
of
your face.
immortality, I have mine, and we both lack in them. So with
I
that
think mine
being
is
said,
way more probable than yours.
for some reason, I don't know what was wrong with me. For a little, I don't even know how old I was, but at one point in my life, very not that long. I mean, I don't know. I've been with Santisima Morte for a while, and it was in the beginning of working with Santisima. So I don't know what was going on with me. I felt like I was having a midlife crisis. I don't know. But all of a sudden, I had this ungodly fear of death. I was petrified at the fact that, like, we're all gonna die, and the world's gonna just continue moving on. And yes, we're gonna be
Hmm.
forgotten about, and it's just like an abyss. And what happens? And like, what if there's just black, and then there's just nothing, and then I don't know what it's like because I don't know what it was like before I came to here. Like, I don't know, and I would fucking be trembling with fear because of that. And it
So,
wasn't, huh?
yeah, okay, just real quick, because I'll forget because I'm stoned.
Okay,
But like you mentioned the blackness and the like there being
the
if you
nothingness.
yeah, but see, that's the thing that doesn't scare me is because if it's blackness and nothingness, it means you're not going to be aware of it.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So
Correct.
it's like that's one of the things that's scary to think about, but in reality, you're
Yeah.
unaware.
See, I wish my brother was brave enough to have this conversation. He's petrified of death. He literally can't even talk about it. because of what I just said. Because I had been there, but it wasn't until Santísima Muerte was calling to me, being like, "Mijo, why you got this fucking issue with fear? I mean, with death, when I'm right here. Like, talk to me,
Mm.
and I will talk to you." And she would tell me all that has to do about death and what happens afterwards. And that's kind of where I got my theories from. A lot of the places, from communicating with beings that are from the other side, because and that's the thing too, and that was one of the things she clarified to me, was like, okay, as a witch, we work with spirits, don't we? Spirits of the dead.
Mm.
So obviously there's something out there, something after death, because we're working with them side by side.
Exactly. That's the
So
other
that,
thing.
yeah, so that fear, like once, like again, once me and Mama talked
But
and she like was real with me, I was like, wait, how can I be scared of death when I know, when I'm literally going into their world when I astral project? Like,
here's the thing. That's part of the cremation conversation I was forgetting. Is if you're not cremated. What the fuck? Get out of my brain, lady.
see, see, I agree with you there. I think that was funny because we talking
What?
about it.
Yeah. What was not cremation? Reincarnation. Jesus.
Jesus.
Okay. So if you have reincarnation, how can you have spirits? Are those the
Well,
ones
okay,
that
well,
couldn't be recycled?
girl, we had this conversation when I was on that hike. You remember?
I was probably stoned. Remind me.
The shadow of the earth.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then tell them what we talked about.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I gotta roll up now.
You literally put one to your lips, you jackass.
I haven't smoked in 300 years.
I see. I see. Now we're just chain smoking.
Better that
It's just
than
okay.
this.
I no, it's not. Stop. I mean, there's this what?
This
Oh,
is
okay.
better than this.
I mean,
I
for
will
real.
fight you. I am such a marijuana advocate. Don't come for my marijuanas. That
First of
is
all,
healthier than that.
fight me. Fight. Come do it. Do it. Do it. You had so many chances. Didn't we
You
arm
too.
wrestle?
You too. I was walking in front of you being like, you know what you could do? You could, right? And I wouldn't even know because I'm walking in front of you into the darkness. Like, I don't know.
I'm not. First of all, I can't take advantage of the weak.
Oh, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. You hear me? The first sign I see you in person, I'm gonna get you.
Do it.
You're
Do it.
done. You're done.
I welcome the
You're done.
challenge.
You're done.
Okay. Anyway,
Anyway, so
I,
the
uh,
shadow.
the shadow, the spirit, the other
Okay.
thing.
Okay. So I believe in the shadow, right? Now, what that is to many people is many different things, right? But for me, I believe that to answer your question, right? How are we working with spirits when they're supposedly reincarnated, right? Big question, right? I got you. So there's this thing called the shadow of the earth, right? That is where everything that's ever been, think of it kind of like the Akashic records,
This is what I
similar.
said the other day. You were like, no. You were like,
Really?
no. Yes. And you were like, no.
Well, okay,
Not like that.
similar but not, right? Because the Akashic Records is its own thing, well, this, right? But similar because the shadow has a record basically of everything that has ever happened, even before humans, the on Earth, right? What?
I hate that because it's so similar to collective. I don't like it.
Don't get me there because we're gonna have Dylan for that conversation. So
Oh,
because you're gonna love that conversation, you're gonna love
oh,
it.
it's gonna be
You're,
like this.
no, no, no.
I
I want
told
to hear
him
your
that's what I was
inputs.
gonna do. No, I told him I was like, it's just gonna be like me watching a tennis match. I have nothing to say. He's like, I know you. You have got a shit ton to say. You just gotta wait for somebody to piss you off.
You're gonna be like, no, okay, no, I don't like that.
Exactly. I
So
disagree strongly.
right. So, but yeah, so it has a record of everything up until current day, right? Because I don't know if it has anything beyond because it hasn't nothing's happened yet. You know what I mean? Timelines and all. Here we
It's
go.
not true.
Huh?
It's not true.
What's not true?
Because if it has a record of everything, and it just like the Akashic,
Well,
however you say
not
that shit,
well. The Akashic Records has a recording of
it's
everything that's
right. So
happened,
it's
will
already
happen, and
happened.
is happening. The
But
shadow,
it's
as far as I'm aware, just has what's happened and happening,
I don't
not
think
what's
so
about to
though.
happen.
It would have to know, right?
Then maybe it's I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Point is, the shadow collects everything right that has happened. Right. With that being said, going into spirits now. When someone dies, okay, because the soul, right? We're talking on the soul, right? And that spirit. That spirit, you are greater than crescent moon. You know, I was about to put your whole identification out there. You is greater than Crescent Moon. I am greater than Kevin. Blah 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 blah. You know, my name's probably already out there. I don't know why I'm hiding it. So
Watch
we are
Rowan type
bigger
it in
than
the
that,
comments.
huh?
I said, watch Rowan type it in the
No,
comments.
literally. So he not he, Jesus God, the soul, right? You're bigger than this, so you are not necessarily just Crescent Moon, right? In this lifetime, you are. You're like playing a role, like an actor, right? So, when you die, your soul does not go into the shadow. April moon, I almost said it. April moon, right? Crescent moon goes into the earth, into the shadow. That lifetime goes into the shadow, right? So, it was kind of like we were saying before, where it's like the essence goes into the shadow, but the soul goes beyond into like the cosmos, right? Because, as above, so below.
Mm.
So, with that being said, when you as a witch are working ancestral magic, right, and you light a candle for the ancestors, and an ancestor comes through, this is for Grandma Aggie, okay, rest in peace. Grandma Aggie is going to come through because her essence is within the shadow. You know what I mean? It's while her soul is, yes, reincarnated, living a whole completely other life. She's big Billy Joe, a whole different person, but they're also still connected, because we were also talking about how they're not the same, but they're connected. It's like two halves of a whole.
Mm-hmm.
hmm hmm So that's how I think we can work with ancestors, because we're working with the essence of who they were, of the lifetime that they lived in this life. We're not necessarily going to, the great spirit of Grandma Aggie. We're going to the spirit of Grandma Aggie, my grandmother, who was my grandmother, who brought me candy, who gave me my first pentagram. She took me to Halloween Town. Like,
I want to watch that movie again. Um, okay. So when we are speaking with spirit and conjuring and summoning and stuff like that, I know people don't like those terms, but
I don't give a fuck.
that's well, it's just only shit that would
Look
come
up
to
the
my brain.
definition. Look up the definition.
I'm not looking shit up, so
Look up
I'll
the
lose my
definition. I'm telling
focus.
people to look up the definition, because those
Okay.
are the exact terms we use. The fuck.
I right. But I said people are sensitive. But
I
like
swear for
okay,
sure. I'm gonna beat your ass is what I said.
uh, okay. All right.
I have to
So
go to the store soon.
okay, well, we'll be done with this. It's 43 minutes of just rambling anyway.
Oh my
And
god,
I need to
is it?
say
We've been on
this.
that long.
Yes.
I mean,
We that's what I'm saying. Time just flies. No,
I
like
mean, we'll get off when we
the
get off. I
uh,
know. I said we'll get off when we get off. It's early. The store is still open.
my robe smells so good. Um,
What?
no, okay. My robe, it smells like my little scent beads. And I just want to keep smelling it.
Oh,
Okay, what I was saying,
what were you saying?
I don't fucking know now. It was something important. Oh. So when we're conjuring, summoning, and such like that. So when we're doing those type of things, Are we? Do you think they're like having a little spiritual dinner and we just like zing them to us and they're like, the fuck are you doing here? Like, why did you put me here? You know what I mean? Like, that's the mental image. Every time I try to make a connection, I'm like, what if they're busy? What if they're
What
like
if
playing
they're
cards
busy?
or like on the driving range golfing or some ceremony? Like, am I interrupting? Like, does their life pause?
Well, it reminds me of Charmed because when they would summon their grams, there was one scene where they summoned their grams and she was mid conversation with someone. And she was
Right.
like, just because I'm dead doesn't mean I don't have a life. Like,
Thank you. That's
you
what I'm
know,
saying.
I don't know how it necessarily works. That's why, because I don't know, I just, in case it is like that, I always have offerings because I don't mean to be an asshole and just bada bing, bada boom, here you are for no
Right.
reason. Um, Here's offerings, but maybe I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe they get like a holographic message that says blank Crescent Moon would like to summon you. Do you wish to accept? And they press yes or
Right.
no. I don't know.
That's
I don't know.
fucked up because, sometimes they don't come through and it's like, well,
I
all
know, and
right,
that's the
bitch. I'm
thing. So it's
sorry.
like, do they have a choice, or like
I
maybe
bet
it's
they
like
have,
they're getting a calling, and it's up to them whether they accept it or not.
right. Like, do I push
Right.
green or red, bro? Like, I'm busy. I'm in the salon,
It's
the
like getting a
afterlife
call. That
salon.
ass. Hello.
Right.
I'm gonna be rich.
I would have myself on silent. You're right. I'm so bad about that. Because I'll do it. And like when I know like I hit a busy period at work, and I'm like, okay, I gotta focus because they're like all big dogs and they're really technical. And I'll be like, I can't be bothered right now. And then I'll fucking forget that shit's on. No, see, Rowan, I'm slick. I turn my red receipts off, so it'll just tell you it got delivered.
Yo, first of all, I'm sorry. With that being said to everyone on here, okay,
Uh-oh, here we go.
I do not keep my no. I turn off my rubber seats because I hate. There's a lot of things I hate. This has nothing to
Yeah.
do with witchcraft, but you know what I hate so much? I hate that when if people see you read their message and you're not answering, people get all of a sudden butthurt. Like because to me, I have a problem with reading a message, being like, okay, I'm gonna get back to this, and either not getting back to it or I do get back to it just at a later time when I can get back to it. But the second someone sees that, they're like, oh, you're ignoring me. Or when you call in somebody, how many times do you see people just like turn off the noise, but they don't cancel, they don't decline, they let that shit run through? Why? Because they're trying to spare their feelings. Bitch, why is it an insult? Why is it hurtful? I can't talk right now. Decline. If your butt hurt, that's your problem. I can't help
I
you with
do
it.
that shit all the actually, I'm pretty good about hitting. It depends on okay.
No,
I'm a
I
bitch.
decline. I decline. And if that hurts
I
your
it de-
feelings, I don't care.
it depends on who it is. It depends on who it is. If I know you like that, then I'm just gonna hit decline because I'll either text you what's going on
Right.
or I
Get
know I'm
back to
gonna
you.
call you right back.
Right.
Yeah. If I don't know you, I'm just gonna be like, oh, go to voicemail, even though there's a button now. I'm old school. There's a button that says voicemail
This
and it'll
guy.
take them right there. I don't fucking do that. I just hit the side button so it just rings silently and they get
No,
annoyed that I'm not
I
answering.
decline that shit immediately because it's not an insult. But everybody's like, oh, no, no, don't decline it because that's mean. The fuck it is. So now I don't have my red receipts on because you don't need to know when I read it. You just need to know when I get back to you, right?
Mhm.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
Mhm.
Oh my
Not
God.
to mention, oh
Mm,
my God, it brings me anxiety to see somebody read like Alan or any other platform other than Apple. Like with
mm,
everybody on Apple, it just says delivered.
mm,
But with Alan and like the Pixel, it'll say red. And I'm like, I hate that because it brings me anxiety.
mm.
Because I'm like, I asked you something or I said something to you and you read it and then never got back. Like that level of anxiety, I cannot handle. I am that person that will
So
sit there and
you're
be
the
like,
person I'm yelling
"Why
at.
aren't you?" Yes, I'll be like, "Why aren't you fucking answering? You have your phone in your hand, bitch."
No,
Like,
I hate that. Calm down. So no, I turn that shit off so nobody needs to know. And yes, if you call me and if I'm not available to talk, I'm going to press the decline button. Please do not feel insulted. If you feel insulted, that's your bitch ass problem. Like,
well, okay.
Because
The only two
anytime I get in the
people,
car with certain people and they don't want to press decline, I'm like, what is that? Why are we trying to spare people's feelings? It's not an
dude, I'm pretty
insult.
sure you like declined several calls in my presence when my phone
Yes.
would ring. You were like, you know them? No, click. And
Click,
I'm like, all right, fuck
click.
it, whatever.
What am I gonna do?
I'm just saying, it's just funny, but like Dylan,
I just
and
don't
you'll
get
see
that.
this when we talk to him. He's the biggest like, yo, take your time, and then stalk you and be like, you've been home 15 minutes. What are you doing? I'm like, you literally said take your time. Like, like today, he knew exactly when I got home. He was like, hey man, you get on the game later? And I'm like, I just walked in the door, bro. Let me have a cup of coffee.
Right.
And then
Relax.
and then I took a nap and I woke up like, hey, you getting on Black Ops 6? How do you know when I'm awake, man? Like, but he's weird like that. And he's the biggest person who like, you know what? Don't worry about it. It's all good. We can go whenever. And then 5 minutes later be like, so what do you think about next Tuesday at 9? Like, calm down, bro.
You know.
Calm down. He's stressing me out a bit.
So next Tuesday at 9.
I mean, apparently that's what just came to my brain.
Okay.
But
They're
like,
not hooking up because that sounded like a hookup. They're not hooking up.
oh God, I work with him.
Good.
Oh my
No,
God. And we got to do a podcast
that's what it
thing.
is. I didn't know if you wanted to announce that or say anything, but that's what it
Oh,
is.
I want to talk about that one. I was talking about the one with you, but already. Well, that cat's out
I
of the
was talking
bag.
about mine too. Right? Right?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, okay. Anyway, moving on.
Moving on.
And she's married. Yes, I am married. I'm not having hookups with anybody. Jesus Moses. Lord. I
Jesus
don't know.
Moses. Well, you are having hookups with one person.
The fuck?
Your husband.
Oh, my husband. I was like,
Oh
the
my
fuck?
god. I bet everybody looked too, like who? Like
Yeah,
what?
right. They're like, oh, what do you know?
Right?
Got all the tea on me. Damn.
Like there's
Although you would
hookups.
you would be the first to know if anything like that happened, but
Right.
like no.
Yes,
It's because
Roland.
you don't talk about that stuff.
So, but yeah, anyway, going back to I hate the whole why are we saving people's feelings when it's not even
Oh,
an insult?
because everything's a fucking insult. Everything's a fucking
Because
insult.
everybody's fucking
Everybody's
sensitive.
sensitive. I
Everybody's
know.
sensitive.
I fucking wish we could roll that sensitivity back to 1985.
Stop, because this chat is about to be something it would and it start off with. But so reincarnation, right? Can you please go back to reincarnation before you get me on another spiral?
Okay. I don't want to go anywhere. Okay, say this is my last life, right? And I don't get recycled or whatever,
Mhm.
and I'm stuck on some plane somewhere, right? I want to be able to fuck with people. Like, I don't want to level up.
You'll be a spirit, bitch. You can fuck with whoever you want to fuck with.
Well, yeah, but like,
You
I need
can
to
help
have that
whoever you want to
choice.
help.
I ain't helping nobody. I just want to, like, I'm nosy. I want to go through my nosy era. I want to be a nosy lady for a little while and just like creep around. Is that, probably should say that on live. But, I just don't want to
We got it.
go.
We got the evidence. Take it down. Presto, just so you know, the house is surrounded.
I don't give a fuck. I probably got more guns than they do. But
No,
like,
people will
I
save me.
just, no, I mean, no, no, no. I'm not
No?
saving you. No, because you know why?
Why?
Because you fucking mean.
You know what? Okay, sound like a 12-year-old boy. Okay, you
Ooh,
know,
uh,
it's okay. It's okay. It's
I'm
okay.
not saying I wouldn't save you if you really
It's
needed
okay.
it, but I'm gonna stand and wait a minute and see what
Wait a
happens.
minute. And what? See who's gonna wait till I drop the soap in jail? Like, what are you trying to wait for? Get my
Why are
ass
we in?
out.
First of all, what'd you do to get in jail, bitch? That's what I want to know. Because you probably deserve some
Does it
soap dropping
matter?
if you done fucked up.
Does it matter?
It depends if it's murdering me.
You're not murdered if you're helping me get. Are you? Oh my god, you hurt my brain. Fucking elbow
Well,
got locked up.
bitch,
Like you're hurting me.
what
You're actually hurting
if,
me.
no, because you're talking about going to jail. I'm talking about being a spirit. So what if you killed me and that's how I ended up a spirit? I'm not fucking helping you in the shower.
Oh,
Bitch,
I
that made
forgot. I was
sense.
talking about how did we get to prison?
I don't know. You said something about not being helped if you dropped the fucking soap. Bro, like, I was right that time, you jerk.
I'm sorry. Back to reincarnation.
Yeah, back to reincarnation, put your ass exposed and in jail. Good God. You're alone. I swear. And all I said was, can we roll this beautiful bean footage back to 1985 when people weren't sensitive?
Oh my god. You know what? Well, hold on. What?
What?
First of all, what's up,
What
Lady
you do to
Witch?
me?
I saw you.
Hey,
What do you make him murder? What's going on, God's magic? What do you make him murder you? What you do
why
to?
would you murder me?
What is what you do to make him murder you? Oh,
Mm,
Jesus Lord.
it wouldn't take much. He gets annoyed with me.
Yeah, I mean, 1985. Thank you. 1985. 65.
Yeah.
75.
Six?
You know, in the 60s, they was having a great old time.
Not the 80s was the best. I
Okay,
yeah, no, don't you dare. Don't you
the
dare
80s were the
say
best.
any.
The 80s were the best.
Are you actually that doesn't sound genuine.
The 80s were the best.
That sounds even less ingenuine.
Sounds like I have some ingenuity going on, huh?
Very, very.
Well,
1985 to 1998 was awesome. Back in
okay.
the 1900s. He's dying to say it. The
I think the 1900s.
1900s.
Well, I think that was the era I hung myself from a tree.
I mean, well, not everybody had a good time. I mean,
And we
why
don't
you mad,
open that
bro?
can of worms.
No, but like you brought it up, so technically you popped the can lid off.
And I just
80s
slammed
were the
the shit.
best, and I will fight you. Exactly. Oh, I am the tiger, that bitch. Back in the
Okay, well,
olden
I don't
age.
want to fight, so the 80s were the best.
I mean, agree to disagree. Like, we can agree to disagree.
The 80s were the best. That's all I'm. You should title this "The 80s were the best."
Right? No, I mean, I'm just saying, like, there was such a vibe. Things were so cool and easy. Now,
And
granted, I was a
again,
child,
everything
but
wasn't an insult.
oh, oh my God. If I go look, some of these cats walking around don't know George Carlin or Eddie Murphy stand up and how fucking vulgar they can be.
Did you say the
Oh my God.
cats?
What?
Who?
What? I said Eddie Murphy and
No,
George.
before you said these
Oh,
cats are walking
cats. Like
around.
these cats. These
Oh,
cats.
okay,
Like
okay, that's okay.
people.
I forgot because you got
These
cats. Like it's hard to different to have to different. Shut up.
differentiate. All right.
That's
Sometimes I can
differentiate.
word.
Jesus, I've been trying to say that word for a fucking week, and I was hoping by saying it mid sentence it would help, but it didn't.
I've never heard anything from Joan Rivers' comedy. I don't know why I even know Joan Rivers. She was like a television person, right? She was an interviewer of the stars or something, or was that Barbara Walters?
I have no idea.
I don't know. But I'm just saying, she was so different. You said what you wanted to say. Oh, Andrew Dice Clay. Oh, he was horrible. Rodney Dangerfield. Jesus. My God. People walking around today would just die in their fucking shoes on the street if they heard some of that shit. And it was
Mm,
hilarious. It was
I
back when
love.
people knew how to laugh.
Yeah. I,
Mm. Hmm.
I'm gonna light my blunt.
Oh, okay.
Jason wants to pop up and visit
I
us,
I
and
saw
he
this
can't do that.
shoulder twitch.
Huh?
I saw your shoulder twitch, like the
Yeah, that was
personality
Jason.
wanted to jump
That was
out.
Jason. Like the Queen, like their song, "I want to break free."
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, there was a lot of breaking free in the 80s. A lot of things were broke free in the
How did
80s.
we get talking to the eight? Oh, and that's another topic. Because time, I don't think is linear. Do you think that if you have a chance or have the choice to reincarnate on Earth, do you think you have the choice to reincarnate in whatever time period, or would you have to reincarnate in the time they're in?
You want my honest answer or like my theoretical answer?
Are they not the same?
No. So honestly,
Oh,
I would say it's just based on depictions and writings and other theology that it's the time. So if I died today, I'd be stuck in this present era of things. But like the theology part of me says, well, what if you could choose? Would it be a possibility to go? But like, how would you know where to go? Like, is there a fucking map, like in the
look
mall?
at Lady Witch's comment.
Um, it's not proof. Look at fashion. Oh, how everything repeats? Is that what you mean? How the cycles keep coming back? Oh, or you mean the fashion and what people are wearing once you're dead, or the people that you
I was
see?
thinking maybe she said like she was thinking in the sense of which I could be so wrong, Lady Witch. Gonna have to clarify maybe, but because I said
The
if
clothing
we could
time period?
pick our time period, you know what I mean?
Mm,
Or if we have to go into when the current time period is, you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
when we reincarnate, can we pick the year we want to be born in, or do we have to be
Oh,
reincarnated
you're
in
saying,
the year it's currently on?
well, isn't that how we get old? I mean, no, I guess maybe that's not where the term old soul comes from because you've been here before. So did you elect to go back there again to learn that? You know what I mean? Like at a certain level, I don't think you have a choice, to be honest.
See, right, and this is what I was gonna say too. And for me, when it comes to reincarnation, you also do have in certain lifetimes, in certain cases, and maybe a sign of certain levels of your evolution. As much as yes, you have to go back, I feel like part of it is also choice. You want to go back. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah. If you're, here's the thing though, we'll never know because we're not conscious. It's like when we die and we get to that crossroads
Yeah.
and we come to like, do we go or do we stay? Do we go here or there?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's our human brain. So we would have no recollection of going through that step because our essence and our spirit would be doing it. But the essence and the spirit aren't necessarily tied to the brain immediately, right? It comes later sometimes.
Right. Check out Lady Witch's comment. She said time isn't linear. The proof is in the fashion. So yeah, basically, like when it comes
The
to
proof is in
reincarnation,
the
you can pick
fashion.
whatever year you want to be born in, whatever you want to. Because also reincarnation, going through all of this, let's not forget. I feel like one of the main reasons we do this is for experience, is for like learning life and knowledge and wisdom. You know what I mean? And again, experience, and that's how you get that. And sometimes we want to go through what certain periods was like. You know, right now we decided to go through a lot going on in the country, and let alone we just underwent a fucking pandemic. Like we are going through, I mean, like we definitely have had things that will be talked about in the future that has made history.
I'm chasing a thought.
Uh-huh, you chase that thought. um
I'm trying,
uh,
but it escapes me.
while you chase that thought, um oh fuck, now I'm chasing a thought.
It was about the clothing. I had like a thing. Look at vampire fashion. They dress like they did when they were changed, for example. True, although I think that's
Is she a
adaptable also. What?
vampire? Is she a vampire?
No.
Are you a vampire?
Why are you whispering on the live?
I don't. I don't know. Are you a vampire?
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know
She
them
knew about
all. I just know.
she knew about vampire fashion. I'm curious. Are you a vampire? If you want to share that knowledge with us, let us know.
I mean, it is a genre of clothing, but like,
I didn't know that. Is it really? Like, is it
yeah,
common?
somewhat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. I don't know. I thought it was just something like vampires were.
I'm gonna hit you. I swear.
She said
Uh-huh.
they dressed like they did when they were changed, like vampires changed. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Changed it. Okay,
I don't know. I'm a witch. Leave me
like that.
alone.
Like, yeah, I swear you are such a witch. You can't get out of that witch brain.
No, I am. I
It's always.
look. I think every life I lived, I was a witch. Whether I practiced or not is a whole different fucking topic. But I was
Well, I
always
mean,
a
I
witch.
think that's an. I think we all are, aren't we? In some respect, like what, like to be reincarnated as part of your essence. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, I would think so. But now here that goes into the whole topic of what if you were born and now you're a witch because of the family heritage, or is it that's just what we think? But it's really just true witches being born in families. And of course, scientifically, all they have to do is say, or all they have to blame technically is, oh, it's passed down in the family. No, it's not passed down in the family. Y'all are real witches plucked from the cosmos to be a family, to be a coven, bound by blood.
Right, how do you manage to dig so deep on such a surface level topic? It is
That's what
amazing to
I
me.
do, man.
You
Mm,
just dig
I
in.
do it, man.
God, it
Oh,
fucking blows my mind sometimes. Jesus Moses. Like, I mean, if you think about it, like, if I, if let me find a real, like, just let them be real, a vampire. Just let them. And be like, yo, do me a solid. And
okay.
then
All right. You
I
know, this is
think,
getting
shit.
somewhere. This is getting somewhere where it doesn't need to get.
Oh,
Rowan.
not what?
Well,
How
no,
you
you
gonna
want
cut
to
me
get
off like that?
changed. I know. You want to be bit. I know.
Uh,
I know. This is getting somewhere.
that's what you get.
It's in there. It's always in the closet, isn't it? I need you to
He
fucking
doesn't like my
relax.
vampire talk. He thinks I'm dumb, and I don't care.
I don't think you're dumb because I have my tears of gold talk, but like, where are they? Where are
Um,
they?
probably with my people.
Rowan, I actually was a not a witch hunter, but I was a priest in a past life. I was in this that life was shared with Sam because she was a nun, and that life was a life. That was a curious, interesting life. I know how that was a life I killed myself as well.
Jeez.
Yeah, I
I need
have
to
a
stop.
problem.
Yeah, I need to stop doing that.
Yeah, not in this life. That's long gone. We learned our lesson.
Okay. It's one of your many karmic lessons.
Yeah, we had to because that's literally how I got into this life. So we're done. We're no more.
That's a whole nother topic.
Do you have any memories of your past lives?
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Care
not
to share?
back beyond a certain point.
Yeah. Care to share?
Um, I was a nurse in the 40s
Ooh.
during one of the wars or during the war. I don't recall either one or two. Or the ending, it would have been the ending of one going into two. No, it would have been two. World
You
War
know, I
Two.
feel
And
like
I
we did
was
a
Britain.
reading, and I remember you. I remember seeing you as a soldier or something,
Mm-hmm.
and then you died
Yep.
in battle.
I was a soldier in a couple lives.
Yeah.
I think that's why I am the way I am now.
Yeah.
I'm short, but I'm ferocious, but I'm short.
Right. because you're not going into war in this life.
Well, this life is war, unfortunately.
I remember. I remember I was a pothead in my last life too.
Oh
That didn't
shit.
change. That did not change. Um, I feel like I was in this area, and it's funny because when I was a kid, a woman spoke at my school about a son who committed suicide all those
Oh,
years ago. He did it in the woods where I know I did it, and I always questioned. I was like, "Yo, was that? Was no, no,
I don't know. You never know.
you never know. You never know
I'd be
these days."
throwing hands at all the lives. You damn right. I'm always throwing
Yeah,
hands.
yeah. You're always throwing hands. I'm always throwing spells. A witch's day is never done.
Mm-mm.
Look at my skull.
You know
Shit.
what? Oh, look at what?
I'm looking at my skull. What were you saying?
Oh, I don't fucking know.
You said you know what?
Okay. Oh, I was gonna get up. I was gonna say something. Fuck. What's I gonna say? Shit. See what you do to me?
I
I
don't
got no
even know what
brain.
I did. I didn't do nothing.
You fucking said something that threw me off.
You know what?
Whatever. It's
That's what you said.
yeah, I know, and I can't get it back. I think I'm gonna have dementia. Oy,
Oh, don't
I'm
say
telling
that.
you, I can't
Knock
think of
on wood.
shit.
Knock on wood.
I There we go. Close enough.
Mm,
But anyway, I don't know. I just think that I want some choices. I want some options. I'd like a drop down tab with some menu options, please. Because I don't want to do this way again. And
yeah.
I feel like I've only had like two lives that were like of privilege of some sort, but I think I had to like fight my way to get there. And I feel like I'm tired of fighting my way to be at can I just be born at the top? Damn it.
See, that
Or
was
like
the funny
near
thing
the
too.
top?
Because in this life, I'm so not fucking. Was that word you just used?
Privilege?
Yeah. In my last life, in this brain, I would say that guy was fucking privileged. But of course, it was in that life where I have that, where it's so bad,
Mm-hmm.
you can't fucking win. But I was gonna say something else.
See, we're both chasing shit.
Fuck. What were you talking about before?
Being
You don't even
privileged?
remember. No, yeah, it's something. Yeah, yeah, I think.
Uh, I want to be privileged. I was talking about like, can I just level up?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, and that's
Oh,
the other thing. The leveling up system is not rigged in our favor. Because I feel like, excuse me, indigestion. I feel like I get to a certain point in my life where I'm so nice and I do all these things, and then the constant like backstabbing or other issues come up, and it makes me not want to do that. So then I start being genuine, which is not so nice. And I don't see any difference. Like, what the hell? If I'm nice, I get nowhere. If I'm mean, I get nowhere.
because
What the
again,
hell?
like that shit for me, karma don't matter. It's the
It's
karmic
not.
souls. I
Do you
mean,
think that's like karma?
not that it don't matter. If you're like again, if you're a piece of shit in life, that's not good, and you'll have your karmic lesson on that. But like, it's a
I need
very
to. I need. Right, and I need to know what the point system is. How do
well.
I
You
get my
will
point?
though. That's the best part. You will though.
Yeah, once I'm fucking dead.
Uh, What more do you want?
I
Blame
don't
the
know.
fact that our brains cannot comprehend it.
Maybe yours can't. I think mine could. I got a lot of empty space up there. I got I
You
got
said it.
room. Hey,
You said it.
I know myself. I can be the biggest bubblehead. But I'm just saying, like, there's no reason not to give me what I need because I have room for it.
I love you, darling, but you do not. The human brain does not.
That's
That's
what
why
they
no
say.
one knows. And look, you know what? And listen, and you know what? Back then, way, way, way back then, when the fucking planet was nothing but a bunch of fucking pagans, they did know. They knew.
Well, it's
In
like the
their
Mayans.
mysteries, in their cults, in their circles, they knew. And it wasn't a question to them. I don't know. That's how I feel anyway. I feel like they knew
Oh, well, I want to know how
because they were so well connected with the other side.
the other side and the universe, right? Like,
The
how did
gods, everything. They were just, it was such a fucking way better way of life. And like now where we're all suppressed and eating shit food and drinking shit and fucking,
there's a whole theory on that.
what do you mean?
Okay, so the shit in our food was designed to keep us mentally blocked.
Oh, I
Like,
know.
but
Yeah, I
yeah,
know. And I no,
okay.
it's not a theory, that's a fact.
I mean, it's not a fact. It's a theoretical fact because there's no actual
Everybody listening,
proof.
just know it's a fact.
It's
You don't
but it
you
is,
don't
but
need
it
proof, you
isn't.
just need common sense. All right.
Okay.
Intuition. Intuition. It's a
I don't know where the
fact.
ball went. I
And
don't
you
know where
know
the
who's
ball went.
doing it? Oh, I can't say it. They gonna come for me.
The Illuminati,
No,
the
the
Knights
government.
Templar,
The
the
government.
government, the
The
government.
government.
Well, the government's not even running the government. It's not even the government.
Exactly.
It's all the
It's the
13 founding
aliens. I
families.
don't
It's
know.
not even the
I don't
aliens,
know.
bro.
I don't know,
Okay,
but
you
it's
know
bad
what?
people.
Theory
It's
on
bad
that,
people who know too much.
they know too much, but it's because they have what is the knowledge that goes beyond? What is that shit
Wisdom.
called? No, like like almost psychically. Like they're tapped in to those beings that are just psychically attuned and they can pull like they know what's like this the
Yeah.
writer of the fucking
Yeah.
Simpsons. Like that's those founding families that I think were from other
Prophets.
prophets, yes, but like the founding families, the 13 founding families that run the literal world, I think those families were actually descendants of like the Anunnaki people that ran the galaxy or whatever, and then like came here, did all these things. We have
Yeah.
all
So
this great
aliens.
technology. The
So
aliens,
aliens.
yes. Yeah,
When
yeah. I
I
think it's
said
all
aliens
alien.
before, you said not aliens. But
Mm,
now,
what?
all of a sudden, they're descendants from aliens. You know,
Okay, so
sometimes you make me want to just get violent.
I think you need to get some of your violence out, honestly. You're riled up today. You're so riled up.
I said aliens. You said no, not aliens. They're
Maybe I didn't.
descendants of aliens.
Okay. Maybe I just wanted to say it my way. Damn it. Descendants of Enoch. That whole book of Enoch thing. I want to get that book, by the way. But like I just feel like it goes so beyond us to the point we really don't have any control. And it's like beyond a chessboard. It's more like the pawns beneath the pawns is where we at.
Yeah,
Like yes, without us the world wouldn't run because gotta have people in place to make the shit that you buy.
yeah.
But like we're trapped in such this cycle
Cycle.
of like
Yeah.
overconsumption and media and all this. They did it on purpose because they're
Control.
telling us, yeah,
Yeah.
they're telling us what to think, feel, see, and
Yeah.
do because they don't want us connected any more than we were because we did have too much knowledge. We had knowledge on like such a basic primal level that was so untapped. I mean, it just runs so deep.
Yeah, I feel like again, like before the questions we have today were not questions we had back then.
Mm-mm.
I feel like we had the answers to our questions back then. We had different questions. I'm not saying we ain't had questions. We had
Right.
greater questions, bigger questions. I feel like the questions we today have, we fucking knew the answer.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't know. And today, that's why today I feel like I have my theories. I feel like I was gifted with experiences and yada, yada, yada. So, like, I don't know. I feel like I have a pretty good idea on what might happen to me. Besides, there's also something I heard and I did a little research on that says that the human mind, when you die, Wherever that human mind believes they are going, they will go.
Oh, I know where I'm going.
So a lot of people who believe they're going to heaven will go to heaven because that's what they truly believe. You know what I mean? A lot of people who think they're going to hell genuinely think they're going to hell, and I know people who do will go to hell if that's where you truly think you're going to go when you die at that moment. So, and
That
again, that's
plays.
also where for me, I believe in many planes of existence. It's not like I don't believe in heaven or hell. I do. I believe them along with a bunch of others.
Mm,
Latin is the closest language possibly to the Enochian language. Oh, you heard that?
mm-hmm. Oh, I read
Latin.
it. You know what?
Latin. Who likes their Latin?
You love your Latin.
I do.
You do. Like people can't speak English. Like some of your ancestors don't know Latin. I'm just saying.
You know
You'd
what?
be
No, no, their ancestors. Now they do. Yes, they
no,
do.
no, no, no. I
Yeah,
don't think
it's
they
the
took that
spirit
class
of the
yet.
language. It's the language of the
I
spirit, I mean.
It's the language of the spirit. Like, no, I don't think. Look.
Yep, yep.
Listen, Linda. First of
Listen,
all,
Linda. Listen,
listen,
Linda.
Linda.
Why do you think all these entities just be spewing out fucking Latin? Because they know it. ah, ah.
Okay, first of all, I can go to a couple different examples of the Catholic religion reverting back to Latin in some of their stuff, and them people constantly getting possessed and bringing up Latin spirits. You know why? Because they speak Latin in the church. Da 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 da. So they're calling on their little Latin spirits. I don't speak of the Latin, so maybe mine are gonna come speaking some
I speak
other.
Latin. I'm not out here conjuring demons.
First of all, we don't. Bitch, you should shut up. Um, we already had a whole 3-hour conversation on that shit. Anyway, what I'm
No,
saying
not
is,
okay. I don't summon them unintentionally with my
right? No, we're
Latin.
not fucking around. We're not fucking
Right.
around.
It's not like I said something wrong and it's like, oh shit, fucking
No, that's me.
Asmodeus is stepping up to me. Like, no. They come when I call.
Jesus didn't speak Latin. You're right. $20 says Crescent learns a few Latin swear words. Oh, I have a book, and I have a teacher that teaches me things. Like I learned something
Of course,
tonight, but I
Jesus
don't
did not
remember.
speak Latin. The fuck, Latin was before Jesus.
Are you so aggressive tonight?
Because I love my Latin. Where is it?
You just had it on the desk. Sit on the bed.
I don't see it. Unless it's like fallen.
You literally just had that.
No.
I know. It's
How
it's
easily
probably
I lose shit.
2 feet away from him. I swear to God. Um,
Literally.
so we were just using it earlier. Speaking of Latin, um, which is how we got on this damn subject. Is you were
Yeah,
finishing
why are we
something?
talking about Latin?
I don't know. Speaking to how do we end up talking about anything? It just
I don't
rolls.
know, but you know what? Here's the thing. Summon the spirits of animals. You'll go so far. You'll go so far. You want a good
Mhm.
charm? I'll give you a little tidbit right here, right? A little witchy tidbit right here. A little charm for your car, right? You need two things. You need a chicken foot, right? You can paint it black if you want. But you need a chicken foot. And then you need a good piece of snake skin, right, to wrap around the chicken foot, right? And then you're going to get the twine, wrap it around, tie, and you're gonna enchant it, right? So what they do, right? What they do is the snake skin keeps you hidden, keeps you unseen from the police, from the law enforcement, keeps you, you know, blended in with the rest. Nobody see you. Okay, you sneaky like that. You're able to escape accidents or it's just random shit, right? Because you're not seen, right? However, in certain situations where you need to be seen, God forbid, because of accidents and stuff like that, because nobody saw you, the chicken foot, that's when you enchant the chicken foot for that alert where you're all of a sudden like, oh, but shit, like, shit, I see them. And like, you're safe. It is a shield to keep you hidden, but seen all in one. The balance of yin
Mm-hmm.
and yang.
Can you put that in a text?
Oh, it's on a video.
It
It
is.
look an hour and
Comment in the
24 minutes.
department say you're
Go
right.
to an hour and 24 minutes.
It's fine.
No, literally, seriously, do it. Here, you ready? Iactus invisius. Say that.
Iactus and videos. I
Iactus
do
invisius. I was telling Lady
invisible.
Witch, but yes,
Oh,
Iactus invisius.
invisibility. Invisibility. It works like a charm for me.
Iactus invisius.
You know what? Maybe because you're not using my brand of magic. I'm just saying.
Invisibility.
I can't see you.
So,
So,
so, so, so.
so.
Okay, we gotta hang up
Yeah.
because
As
this
Rowan
is scary.
says, we were supposed to hang up 20 minutes ago.
What?
Rowan said we were talking about hanging up 20 minutes ago.
Oh, we were. Oh,
Yeah.
I don't remember
Yeah,
that.
I think I said I needed to sign off. And we just kept
Yeah.
going like normal. All right. Well, let's sign off then.
Wait.
Say bye. What? Oh, here we go.
So, now that it's like in the darker time of the year and stuff,
Hmm.
right? Do we, Yule's coming up and everything, right?
Hmm.
You know, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So is New Year's. I mean, yeah, New Year's Day. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Where are we going with this?
You're not getting it. You're not getting it.
No. No, I'm not.
Think about what I said.
The darker time of the year. Yule,
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
New
I'll tell you
Year's.
when we're off. I'll tell you when
Yeah,
we're
because
off.
I'm not. All
All right. Good night, guys.
right. Good night. Bye.
Bye.
Oh. Oh. Oh,
Oh,
hit the button.
oh, hit it. Hit
Here we
it.
go.